What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. So we got some breaking news right now regarding your man's Canelo Alvarez. Canelo, the booty buster Alvarez. Now, this is an official leak from ESPN, and allegedly, Alvarez is fixing to sign a 2-fight deal with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing to fight Dimitri Bivol and Gennady Triple G Spot Golovkin. The leaked news reads the following: Alvarez and Gennady Triple G Golovkin at long last are on the verge of a trilogy fight. Alvarez and Eddie Hearn's Down Bad Room Boxing are closing in on a 2-fight deal worth upward of $85 million for boxing's top star to compete on DAZN. Sources have told ESPN the first fight would pit Alvarez against light heavyweight title holder Dimitri Bivol on May 7th in a return to 175 pounds. Provided Alvarez wins as expected, he would defend his undisputed 168-pound championship against Triple G Spot in a long-awaited grudge match, September 17th, per sources. Triple G Spot will first meet Ryota Murata in a rescheduled 160-pound unification in the spring in Tokyo, and like Alvarez, will have to emerge victorious to keep the third fight intact. The deal has not been agreed nor signed yet, sources said, but negotiations are approaching the finishing line. There you go, and there's the breaking news. Now, what are my thoughts on this? Listen, Alvarez really will go down as a Hall of Famer. People who know me know that my only thing that frustrates me about Alvarez, it's not his fault, funnily enough, but still, I just wish there was some real, I wish he was. Alvarez is such a talent, he deserves to be in an era where, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine Alvarez in the 90s against Roy Jones and Hopkins. I think he'd fit right in. This Alvarez today would fit right in there. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see this Alvarez versus the old Floyd as well. I wish this Alvarez was fighting Floyd back 8 years ago now. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the point is, the things this man's doing has never been seen before. Now I mean, Alvarez has 100% got the beating of Triple G Spot, but Dimitri Bivol, I don't really rate him, and I really am hoping that money backs Bivol, because if we get some good odds, I'm talking if it's like 80-20 or 70-30, that's good for an Alvarez fight. I'm going in, because Alvarez, he loves popping cherries. That's his favourite thing to do. Alvarez's favourite thing to do is to pop one of these Don's cherries. And I'm sorry, any fight that Alvarez takes, I'm backing him to win. I just can't see him not winning. Not this new Alvarez. Now, Alvarez of the past, ever since really the second Golovkin fight, it's been a new era. I'll admit, at times, look at the Mayweather fight. At times, Alvarez has been a bit passive, but now he like a bull. Yeah, he top, 100%. He coming straight forward. He number one top. He number one bull. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, this is unparalleled. Bivol it's a shame really, Bivol and the other guy, forgot his name now, the other buck at 175, what's his name? It's a shame really, them two haven't got it on, and then you could have Alvarez for undisputed. But it's the problem, you see. I made a video the other day saying that what are these guys doing? Alvarez, whether it's Alvarez has 3 divisions on lock. You got Demetrius Poo Andrade begging for a fight. What's he doing? Hanging around begging. 168, you got David Benavidez begging. 175, you got these cats begging. Why aren't they fighting the people in their division? Why isn't Bivol fighting the other guy? What's the guy's name? Beterbiev. Why isn't that happening? Why is Alvarez the only one putting work in? It pisses me off. It really does. Really quite frustrating. It reminds me a bit like AJ in recent years. He's the only one really going in there and putting work in against different people. Everyone else is hanging around the place. It's weird. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's embarrassing for everyone else. Perfect example, Golovkin. What has Golovkin been doing now? Allegedly, he's fighting Murata. Now, I never heard of Murata. Is he any good? Yeah, I don't know. Allegedly, he's got a belt, but in my opinion, if Triple G's fighting him, that means it's an easy fight. All Triple G's done for the last 3 years has been easy fights. Now, from what I'm hearing, to be fair to Alvarez, the only reason Alvarez is taking this fight, number one, he wants to do Eddie Hearn and DAZN a favour. Eddie Hearn and DAZN have paid, or DAZN in particular, have paid Alvarez a lot of money, and they've actually lost a lot of money on Alvarez overall because of their subscription model. Yeah? Some of Alvarez's biggest fights have only sold 1 million pay-per-views. So do the maths there. 1 million pay-per-views at $20 is $20 million. Well, they're paying Alvarez 40 off the top. So every single Alvarez show has lost money. Big amounts of money as well. So I'm hearing the reason Alvarez is going back and fighting Golovkin. Don't forget, Alvarez did say he's not fighting Golovkin unless Golovkin does something. But because of Eddie Hearn's position, Eddie Hearn, people who've been following the recent developments, Eddie Hearn's been struggling recently. And I'm hearing Eddie Hearn reached out to Alvarez, kind of broke down and said, please, I need a real favour. And that shows you actually the character of Alvarez. Alvarez is a true, well, I think he's a true friend. Like, for example, even when Alvarez went to the PBC, he still cut Eddie Hearn in on the finances. Eddie Hearn didn't get a 10% split, but he still got a cut. And even though Eddie Hearn played no role in that deal, that shows you Alvarez, yeah, is a true guy, a true serious guy. He's not a weasel like most people are. So I do respect that. And like I said, Eddie Hearn rang Alvarez late one night and opening his heart up, saying, "Listen, I'm going through it right now. Yeah, I'm sleeping in the back of my car. DAZN have cut the private jet budget, and I'm travelling state to state. Please, I need you to bail me out with a Triple G fight." And fair play. I give respect to Alvarez. He came through on that one. But also the other reason, apart from trying to help Eddie Hearn out, Alvarez is also taking this fight because more technically speaking to the fight, he wants to KO Golovkin. That's the bottom line. He wants to be the man, the only man, to stop Golovkin cold. Yeah, and I actually believe he can do it. And I think that's what the goal needs to... Think about it. Alvarez wants challenges. That's why he's going up to 175. Now, there's no challenging in an old Golovkin unless it's for the stoppage. And to be honest, I mean, watch the second fight. In my opinion, bear in mind, that fight was what, three year ago? Was it? Yeah, 3.5 years ago. And Golovkin looked a bit old then. That was 3.5 years ago. 3.5 years later, and when I watched that second fight back, a stoppage, in my opinion, was already half written on the wall. You best believe now, it's all the way written on the wall. Golovkin gonna be waiting to get his cherry popped, in my opinion. And I think Alvarez should certainly go to stop out Golovkin. I think it would actually be a shame if Alvarez didn't stop Golovkin. And I actually think it may be worth putting some coins on for the stoppage, because I bet there's going to be good odds. Most people will assume it's going to go the distance. I don't think you're going to get Golovkin cold, but it's TKO for sure. Yeah, because Alvarez every year is getting stronger and better. And imagine an Alvarez who's beat Bivol. He's going to be peaking. So yeah, great. I'm glad this fight's locked in. Alvarez when did he fight last? When was it? Oh no, wait a minute. No, he has been out the ring. He's been out the ring for a year now, yeah. He beat Billy Ho. Can't believe that. Can you believe that? It's been a year. What the I remember doing videos. Was it a year? Yeah, it must have been. Yeah. Okay, now that's 9 months ago. Can you believe that? It's 9 months ago since Alvarez beat Billy Ho. That's wild. It feels like the other day. But yeah, so yeah, it's been a year. Time flies, doesn't it? But yeah, it's been a year. Had a good rest, and now he's looking to make some booties pop, no doubt. And actually, just one more note about the whole Charlo thing. Charlo, and I really wish someone in Alvarez's team would do this. Alvarez needs to release a manifesto. If I was managing Alvarez, I'd release a manifesto and tell people, if you want to fight me, there will be minimum criterias. If you want to guarantee a fight with me, it is possible. However, you must fight someone you must, number one, contact my team and I'll tell you who you need to fight. For example, Jamal Charlo. If I was managing Alvarez's career, if Jamal Charlo reached out and said, listen, YB, I want to fight Alvarez, what do I need to do? I'd say, listen, you best fight Andrade. Yeah? Simple as that. You best fight Andrade at 160. Or you best fight Golovkin at 160. Do you understand? That's what needs to happen. Simple as that. If you want this fight, that's what you'll do. Because I'm not making no more careers anymore. All Alvarez does is make careers. Pop their cherry and make them rich. It's not right. These guys need to make their own way and bring something to the table. Yeah, because the winner of Charlo and Andrade actually brings something to the table. That will bring some real competitive intrigue. Ooh, look, he beat this guy. Yeah? At the moment, they're all a bunch of bums. Charlo did nothing. Andrade, Demetrius Poo-Poo Andrade done nothing either. And to be fair to Andrade did actually say this. Andrade was the one campaigning to fight Billy Ho. Billy Ho pulled out and shit his pants. So I'm not really, to be fair, out of everyone, Andrade actually deserves it, because he's the one who said this and actually tried to do it before Billy Ho shit his pants. But for some reason, Alvarez, well, to be fair, I guess he's at 160. It doesn't help, but still, I think Andrade does deserve it. But anyway, let's see how it plays out.